On this episode of the Outsiders Club, Chase and Brianna are on Florida's East Coast at Sebastian Inlet State Park, giving surfing lessons and doing whatever that is.
What are you doing?
Then, Brianna goes fossil hunting on the Peace River and finds the world's smallest shark tooth.
That's your first shark tooth.
Oh, it's so cute.
Get back and forth.
Oh, Brianna, stop complaining.
This better be worth it.
Then, Chloe faces her fear of snakes and toads.
Toads aren't really my thing. Okay, take them.
Oh, come on, Chloe, that snake looks so harmless.
Little boy.
All this and way, way more.
Oh my gosh, the gators here are huge.
On the Outsiders Club.
Come on, let's go outside. We're gonna have some fun outside. It's where we are, it's who we are. It's the Outsiders Club.
You got the wax?
Yes, I put it in your backpack.
Okay, great. Hey, welcome to the Outsiders Club. I'm Chase.
And I'm Brianna.
We're here in Sebastian Inlet State Park, getting ready to go.
Surfing! I've always wanted to learn how to surf. So today, Chase is gonna show me how.
And we picked the best place in Florida to do so, the legendary Sebastian Inlet State Park. Sebastian is literally Florida's capital of surfing. This epic surf spot gets its fame for its signature hollow wave that surfers love. When the swell direction is just right, the waves bounce off the north jetty, creating big, powerful waves. And Sebastian Inlet State Park is the best place to be for a great day of surfing and just enjoying the beach. Okay, so first thing you want to do is wax the board.
Wax the board. How do we do that?
You take the wax and just simply rub it in small circles till the board's kind of sticky. This will keep the water off the board and it allows your feet not to slip off.
Okay.
You can try.
What are you doing?
I'm power stretching.
You look like a dying insect.
Come on, stretch with me.
While Chase is doing whatever that is, check out fellow outsider Brianna as she's on a fossil hunting adventure on the Peace River. I am not doing that.
You need to stretch before you surf. You can't go out there unstretched.
Today, I am fossil hunting for the very first time, so I'm super excited. I'm meeting Tristan, who is the expert professional in fossil hunting.
Hello, Brianna.
Hi. I've never done this before.
Well, today you're going to learn how. Follow me. Well, I'm taking Brianna out to the middle of the Peace River to hunt fossils. Today's going to be a great day.
Do you want me to hold that for
Yeah,
you?
sure.
Okay. Before you dive headfirst into fossil hunting, you'll need to get a state permit. It's only $5.
All right, well, let's ride over this hill. Let's go.
He seems like a really nice guy. He has like a bunch of fossil hunting stuff. Don't really know what it is, but I'm excited to see.
The Peace River. This is where it's going to happen. Brianna, you ready?
Yeah, okay.
All right, follow me.
We are out at the river. Did not know fossil hunting was a water sport, so kind of apprehensive about that.
See a spot. Right here.
It'll be a surprise.
Well, let's get started. Today is a perfect fossil hunting day because the river's low and you can see it more easily. It's a sunny day, so you can make things out easier in the water and on land as well. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a handful of gravel and just look for it. I started her off on the shoreline just to get a bearing of what we're gonna find and what we could essentially find in the middle of the river. But my goal is to eventually get her out into the middle of the river and find bigger fossils.
And what am I looking for?
Basically what we're looking for, and we're doing this just to find fossils that are just right on the surface. We're looking for shark teeth, we're looking for dugong ribs, anything that used to live in Florida.
Oh, what about this?
That's a rock.
What about this? This is?
That's a clam.
Oh, what about this?
That's a stick.
I don't know what to look for. I'm a beginner. I don't know what a fossil is. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. What exactly am I looking for?
You're looking for anything triangular. Or cylindrical.
Oh, what about this?
That is a rock.
What about this?
That's another rock.
Not finding anything. What about this? Another rock?
No, that's not a rock. That's a dugong rib. See, that's what you're training your eye for. Something cylindrical.
And what are dugongs?
A dugong is basically a cousin to the manatee. In the Peace River, you find them in almost every shovelful. Here's a small shark's tooth.
Oh, oh,
It's really tiny.
oh, it's adorable.
When you're fossil hunting, you're using hand-eye coordination. As soon as you find a fossil, as soon as you find a shark tooth, you're picking it up. You're testing your brain to find these small little features that are different from everything else, like rocks and everything like that.
Oh my gosh, I found one.
Really?
I picked up these rocks, and lo and behold, I find a shark's tooth.
That's your first shark's tooth.
First one.
You should be proud.
Look at it. It's so cute. No. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. I got it. It's fine.
But you know what? There's bigger ones out in the middle of the river. Bigger shark teeth, bigger fossils.
I think I'm good right here. This is good.
I hope that she realizes that fossil hunting is not just on land, but also in the water as well. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go show you.
Okay, here.
Right here. It's not that far from the shore.
Who knows what's out there? I don't know what's out there.
Come on, Brianna, it's fine. That's where the good stuff is. I mean, you got megalodons, you got mastodon teeth, you got mammoth teeth. Big ones out in the middle of the river. This is the only way you're gonna find them.
Okay, let's do it. And what are these?
These are to hold your fossils with. One pocket goes for bones, the other one goes for shark teeth.
Right now, we are going out into the middle of the river, which I didn't think we were gonna be doing. He says we're gonna find some bigger fossils.
So the tools that we use to fossil hunt are a footable sifter, a shovel, and basically a golf club without the club part. These are to poke the gravel, find gravel underneath the sand. That's where you did. Also, it's to hold your sifter in place while you're sifting.
Okay, he got me in the middle of the river.
Don't go away. Check out what's coming up.
Okay.
Get on our knees, just walk it back and forth.
Oh, okay. This better be worth it.
Oh, it's gonna be worth it.
Oh my God, is that an alligator? Today I am fossil hunting for the very first time, so I'm super excited. And what am I looking for?
Basically what we're looking for, and we're doing this just to find fossils that are just right on the surface. I started her off on the shoreline just to get a bearing of what we could essentially find in the middle of the river.
Oh, what about this?
That is a rock. But my goal is to eventually get her out to the middle of the river and find bigger fossils. That's where the good stuff is.
What is the procedure here?
All right, well, first, to see if there is gravel, take this, we poke the bottom. And what we do is we go around the river and we're just pushing the golf club to the gravel. And we're listening for that crunch.
Oh, yay, okay.
And then once we find an area that has that good crunch and a lot of gravel in it, we stop, we put our sifter down, we plant our pong, we put our sifter on there, and we take the shovel and we load it with gravel and we put it in the sifter.
Do it. Okay.
Put it in the sifter. Then we shake, see what we got, and then we collect all the fossils, and then we repeat.
Okay.
Get on our knees, we sift, just walk it back and forth.
I kneel. Okay. And continue kneeling, and it's freezing.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold.
All right, so basically what you do is kind of spread it out a little bit. Look at the big stuff. See if it's any bone, teeth. If it's just a rock, toss it over to the edge.
So I'm sitting there, fossil hunting, doing my thing. Oh my God, is that an alligator? And I see out of the corner of my eye something big and moving this way. Is that an alligator?
It was a stick. A big stick, but a stick.
Look like an alligator.
Part of the thrill for me in fossil hunting is identifying them. It challenges me to recite what species it came from and what time period it came from and all of that.
You finding anything over there? You're awful silent.
Big hemitooth. Hemipristis.
Hemitooth?
Yes, it's the acronym for Hemipristicera, so you don't have to say the long word.
Ooh, this is cool. What is this?
That's a piece of turtle shell. Me and Brianna are just sifting along and just looking for whatever we can find, and then bam.
Oh, I found something. What is, ooh.
Oh, that's a meg. A meg was the big shark that lives, that went extinct 1.5 million years ago.
So it's good.
Very good.
Good, wow.
Megalodon teeth in the Peace River is kind of rare because everyone's only looking for that and like the big valuable teeth. Very unique find. You were always talking about wanting a necklace with a good shark's tooth. Now you have one.
I honestly can't believe how many fossils we found. We weren't out here that long.
All right, so it looks like we got some turtle shell, some bones.
A lot of teeth.
A lot of teeth, that's for sure. Here's a deer tooth. You did a really good job today.
Thank you.
Well, you wanna go get some more?
Sure, let's do it.
Now I'm gonna show you how to land the board and paddle. So first thing you wanna do is get your feet level with the back of the board. And then to paddle, you wanna cup your hands, almost like you're scooping something. And then you wanna start to paddle, paddle, paddle. But what you don't wanna do is this.
But how do I get up and actually surf?
Then you're gonna pop.
Looks easy enough. Talk about beachfront property. Sebastian Inlet State Park has over 3 miles of absolutely, without a doubt, epic beachfront. The sand feels so good between your toes, and its glittery golden color gives the beach a warm glow. The water is a beautiful aqua green color. A great place to get outside, get some vitamin D, and soak up all the beach has to offer. Take it in. I'm feeling the sea breeze right now.
Brianna, where have you been?
I was in a montage.
Well, if you're done, we have waves to ride.
Okay.
Come on. So just like anything new, surfing takes a while to get the hang of. But once you hook into a good wave, watch out. There's nothing like it. To think these waves have traveled hundreds of miles just to give you a ride makes you feel special. I love surfing. It's a crazy workout, and salt water is good for your skin. Well, that's what I heard anyway. Back to surfing. Once you get up, try and bend your knees and keep your body low. This makes you not so top heavy, and it looks cool. Well, maybe not like that. Oh, you can pop with one leg? Surfing is a sport that requires something you can't control, and that's waves. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes just okay, and sometimes the ocean looks more like a lake. You never know what the ocean's gonna give you.
Don't go away. Check out what's coming up.
So my friend Austin just introduced the cane toad to me. This is so awesome. I've never experienced this before.
Jump, 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 jump. Yeah! Woo!
When I first showed up at Wild Florida, I was so excited to meet Austin and start our adventure. Austin! Austin! But I couldn't find him at first. Austin! Have you seen Austin? Nah. Hey, Austin, is that you?
Yeah, hey, Chloe.
Once I finally saw him, I realized he had this giant log-looking thing around his neck, and it wasn't until he turned around that I realized it was a snake.
I need a bit of help over here. You want to hold the snake or the bucket?
I think I'll stick with the bucket.
All right, just need you to pour it in there. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So I just met Austin, and already I'm hands-on with this giant snake that, let's not forget, I'm extremely afraid of.
Hey, Chloe, can you help me with putting her back in?
I guess so.
Thanks.
Wow, she's really
Yes,
heavy.
like a 2-ton snake. Just plop her underneath the water. Come on, Red.
So after we put the snake Red back into its cage, Austin gave me a tour of the park. This place is awesome. What do you, like, live here or something?
No, my parents own the place, but I can come here whenever I want and learn all I want about the animals. We have all kinds of animals here. We have gators, yellow rat snake, turtles, birds, porcupines, two-toed sloth, iguanas. So this is a hedgehog, just about anything you can name. This is one of our newest residents to Wild Florida. He's a baby American alligator.
This kid is like a walking animal encyclopedia. He's so cute. Can I hold him?
Heck yeah.
Aww.
He makes a distress sound when something is came. It sounds like this.
You got so many animals. Like, how many do you guys have?
That's a good question. I don't even know. Hey, Chloe, this is one of my friends here. It's a cane toad. You want to hold him?
Sure. So my friend Austin just introduced the cane toad to me. Even though he seems really nice and friendly, he does have a secret weapon.
They are also highly poisonous. Australia is the perfect environment for them, and nothing can take them. But they just around here is where they're poisonous. If you squeeze it, then you can see this milky substance that comes out, which is the poison.
I've seen toads big and small, but never have I seen something as big as this. Toads aren't really my thing, but I made an exception for today. He's actually kind of friendly and kind of squishy.
Ooh, Chloe, I want to show you something really cool.
What is it?
I have something for Chloe that I think she's really gonna like.
Okay, are we allowed to go in?
Heck yeah.
Next, Austin took me to the bird aviary. I'm a bird magnet. This is so awesome. I've never experienced this before. Woo. I had one on my arm, one on my head. Oh, hey.
Oh, looks like you got some friends.
Yeah, I got a couple now. Don't worry, there's enough for everybody.
She had the biggest smile on her face.
And so I'm having so much fun with all these new birds that I just met. We're having a good time, hanging out. Say cheese. And then out of nowhere, Austin tells me that we're running late for some gator show.
Oh no, it's 3:30. We gotta go. I'm supposed to help my dad at the gator show.
I don't want to go mess with gators. I want to stay here with the harmless birds. What exactly are we doing?
A gator show. Come on, we gotta go.
Are you sure this is safe?
Yes, come on, we gotta go.
Okay.
Where are my assistants?
Right here.
I need my assistants. We're getting ready. The gators are hungry. Austin and Chloe, welcome to the gator feeding show.
Next thing I know, I'm a part of a gator show. I'm not watching it, I'm in it.
We're gonna put some chicken out on a line and see if we can get these gators to jump. When they hear the right kind of sound, they think it's dinner time. Now, what sort of thing do you think we could ring to make these gators think it's dinner time?
Bell.
There we go.
We had to feed them, we had to get these giant chunks of chicken and wrap it around this wire thing.
All right, now Chloe, grab that wire and you're just gonna start pulling it out there. Yep, just like that. And so these alligators, as they see that chicken out there, they're gonna start getting more and more interested.
Okay.
Let's give them a little chant. We say jump.
Jump, 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 jump.
Yeah!
And the next thing I know, I see this huge gator leaping out of the water and eating the chicken that we give him. Yeah, he came like really high. I mean, I know I couldn't do that, so I give him props.
I really appreciate you guys helping me out because I didn't want to have to touch all that nasty chicken. So we put on a good show. Most importantly, everybody still have 10 fingers. Let's see.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're good.
That was a good show then. That was an awesome show.
This is one of those places where you come to and you just experience wildlife. I mean, they're everywhere, but it really helps you appreciate what we have and how we should take care of it. I'm so thankful that you let me come here and enjoy this experience with you guys.
You're welcome anytime. Come back soon.
So today was seriously my first time surfing. I was actually able to get up and surf. Here's why. When you're just surfing, start on a big board. It'll make getting up a whole lot easier.
Well, how'd you like it?
I love it.
I knew you'd love it.
The best part is when you first feel the wave push you.
Yeah, that was my favorite part too. But man, am I whipped. You ready to head back?
Head back. I'm ready to head back out. I want to keep surfing.
All right, let's do this. Well, that's our show. We had a great day here in Sebastian Inlet State Park. I can't believe how many shark teeth Brianna found in Peace River. We're gonna go surf some more. So thanks for watching, and remember, keep it outside. Brianna, wait up!